the offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
The offense lining up for a first down play. The give. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wilson on the carry. Smashes through. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Power football with the run. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. That toss to the fullback fooled no one, at least no one who was on defense.
And those are the plays, Reese, that you need to fool somebody. That's not a guy you give the football to very often. This is a little trickeration, a little by design. Give him the football. Hopefully nobody pays attention to him, but the defense was ready and made the play.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Makes his connection. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into.
Oh, and he knocks him out of the way, and he's running free. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Pitt now operating in the red zone. Back to the ground game on the left. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the move, it's Goff. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Quarterback keeper. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Pitt. Coaches say, we can't play you if you don't do what you're coached to do. We also can't play you if you only do what you're coached to do. That was just a great instinctive play.
That's a lot of do's, so I don't know what to do. What do you want me to do? All I know is that guy's fast, and he continues to break tackles and make plays and scramble outside the pocket. He can do it all, so I don't know what to do.
The offense set for a first down play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gets it out quickly. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Hendricks. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Looking to take a shot. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on up. And they got him for the sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
He hurls one deep down the left side. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He's looking to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Athens, Ohio for an entertaining first half than you? Here's a quick recap.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
They get him down after he makes the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. On the move. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this script.
That ought to be enough to give Pitt the first down.
Don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him. Let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that first down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year is this? Is this 1995? We're handing off to fullbacks again. That's a play that is basically extinct now in college football, but I love it because it caught the defense off guard, able to get a nice one there.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I was starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in bounds.
Here's the handoff. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They're trying to get to it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on fourth down. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
Holds and fires complete to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense did a really good job stringing that one out.
You got to see the counter when you start to pull guys understanding. I'm going to spill that ball, make sure it bounces outside, out wide, doesn't come downhill. Great job by the defense understanding that and pursuing to the football.
Got it! Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Brings up second and goal.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up for the PAT. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. So the 16-play drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to advance on the football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Line gets set. First down. They'll run it with Wilson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Slings it downfield. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Pittsburgh.
Now on 2nd down. Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, the attempt is no good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a one-possession game. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads Thanks, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He's going to pass. He looks that one in nicely. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. The snap sets up the throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Dialing up a second down pass play. He's got his man, makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Sometimes you have to put it in a tight window, and sometimes the window is gargantuan, and it was there.
Yeah, that was one of them big old huge windows. And I tell you what, when you throw in the middle of the field, a lot of times quarterbacks are a little bit hesitant. When you're that open, it's easy to pull the trigger, easy to make the decision, make the read, get the ball to your receiver.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Finds his man enough for the first. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment, late in the fourth quarter, when you need the two-point conversion?
Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's looking to pass. Throws for the tight end. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 times.
Open runway ahead. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. And that might be just enough as they push the lead to 9 here in the fourth. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Ohio, 19.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Finds his tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Caught near the sticks. It's Wilson. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll throw it on first down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And here's the third interception of the night. Takes it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Off play action on first down. He's going to fire deep. Wide open. He makes the catch. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Panthers. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure we're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level.
Now on first down from the 28. He's looking to throw it. With the catch, it's Wilson. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. He wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Trying to convert this second and short. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion.
Incomplete. It's now second down.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. He's going to pass on second down. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play.